Hello students, today topic is branches of zoology, right? This is the third subtopic in diversity of living world, that is your first unit in your first year zoology, right? Let's see branches of zoology. In zoology we have 10 sub branches. Zoology is a branch of biology, right? In zoology we have 10 sub branches. They are, first one is taxonomy, second one morphology. In this morphology again we have two sub branches. They are external morphology and internal morphology. Again this internal morphology is divided into two types. One is anatomy, another one is histology or microanatomy, and third branch is cytology, fourth one physiology, fifth embryology, sixth evolution, seventh paleontology, eighth ecology, ninth genetics, and 10th ethology. Right, shall we discuss about one by one? Okay, right, first one taxonomy. Right, in this taxonomy we will study about identification of animal and nomenclature of animal and classification of animal, which means with the help of a taxonomy we can identify the organism and we can name that identified organism, as well as we can classify those organisms based on their characteristics. Right, for the first time this taxonomy word was coined by A.P. de Candolle. Right, A.P. de Candolle coined the term taxonomy. Next branch is morphology. This morphology means the study of size, shape, color, form and arrangement of internal structure is called morphology. Okay, morphology means it is the study of size of an organism, form of an organism, color of an organism and shape of an organism. Right, this morphology is divided into two main subdivisions. They are, first one is external morphology and the second one is internal morphology. Let's see what is external morphology. External means outside, right? Which means external morphology means the study of external features or external characteristics, either it is a shape or color or weight or size, form, all these are studied in external morphology. Right, next internal morphology. Internal morphology means it is the study of size, form, color, shape of internal organs or internal organ systems of an organism. That is internal morphology. Again this internal morphology is divided into two divisions. They are, first one anatomy, second one histology. Right, first let's see what is anatomy. Anatomy means the study of arrangement and structure of internal individual organs, that is anatomy. Right, next histology. Histology means it is the study of structure and functions of a tissue. Right, this histology is also known as microanatomy. Why? Because anatomy means it is the study of internal organs, right? These organs are made up with the tissues. That's the reason this histology is also known as microanatomy. Next, cytology. Right, cytology means it is the study of structure, function of a cell. Right, either it is a plant cell or animal cell. The study of structure and functions of a cell is called cytology. Right, next physiology. Physiology means it is the study of all body functions like digestive system, excretory system, circulatory system, nervous system. All these systems are studied in physiology. Right, next one is embryology. Right, embryology means this embryology studies about total embryonic developmental stages. Imagine there is male gamete and female gamete. This male and female gametes are fused to form zygote, right? This fusion is called fertilization, right? Fertilization. And this zygote develops into embryo, and this embryo develops into child, which means total developmental changes from fertilization to formation of a zygote and development of embryo and development of a child, all this process is studied in embryology. That's the reason this embryology is also known as developmental biology, right? Developmental biology. Next, evolution means the gradual changes in a life. It leads to formation of a new form of a life, right? This evolution word, for the first time, this evolution word or organic evolution, remember the terminology please, organic evolution, okay? Organic evolution term was coined by Herbert Spencer, right? For the first time, organic evolution word was coined by Herbert Spencer. Evolution means evolution is a gradual changes of a life. Those gradual changes forms the new form of a life, that is evolution. Next one, paleontology, right? Paleontology means it is the study of died animals or died plants or died microorganisms, which means the study of ancient organisms is called paleontology. In ancient organisms, we can find two type of organisms, either it is a plant or animal. That's the reason if the study of ancient plant is called paleobotany. If we study about animal ancestors, that branch is known as paleozoology, right? Paleontology means it is the study of ancient animals or ancient plants. If we study about ancient plants, that is paleobotany. If we study about animal ancestors, that is paleozoology, right? Next, ecology. This ecology is studies about a relationship between human and environment, or the relationship between environment and the living organisms is called ecology, right? This ecology word, for the first time, the ecology word was coined by Ernest Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel coined the term ecology. And next, genetics. Genetics means it is a study of how the characteristics are transporting from one generation to next generation, which means the variations or heredity characters are transforming from one generation to another generation. That study is known as genetics, right? For the first time, the genetic term was introduced by Bateson, okay? Bateson, remember please. Next, ethology. Ethology means it is the study of behavior of an organism, right? Which means if we want to study about the organism's behavior, we have to know the knowledge of ethology, right? Here we have 3-4 important points. They are: first, morphology is divided into external morphology and internal morphology. Internal morphology again divides into anatomy and histology. Histology is also known as microanatomy, right? This is very important word. Histology is also known as microanatomy. Next, in this embryology is also known as developmental biology. Why? Because in embryology we will study about fertilization process to development of a child, which means we are studying the embryonic developmental stages in embryology. That's the reason we are calling that developmental biology. Next, this evolution, which means evolution, the organic evolution word was coined by Herbert Spencer. This is also very important. And next, paleontology. Paleontology means it is the study of ancestor animals or of plants. If we study about ancestor plants, that is paleobotany. If we study about ancestor animals, that is paleozoology. Next, ecology. Ecology means it is the study of relationship between environment and living organisms, right? This ecology word was coined by Ernest Haeckel. This is also very important. And Genetics means it is a study of how the characteristics are transporting from one generation to the next generation. This genetics word was coined by Bateson, right? This is branches of zoology, right?